Siman Reish Mem Ches Den Hamaflik B'Sfina V'Ilch B'Sher B'Shabbos V'Dal Tzifim Motor L'Haflik B'Sfina Afilu B'Erev Shabbos. Person is allowed to go on a boat even if he starts the trip on Erev Shabbos. Im Holich Dvar Mitzvah. But this is only if he's going for Dvar Mitzvah. Ufosik Imo Shi Yishbos. And he has to make a condition with the guy that he will stop for Shabbos. If the guy refuses to stop, then there's no problem, he can keep going. If he's going for a permissible thing, but not a mitzvah, you cannot depart less than 3 days before Shabbos. There is a question about what this means. If this means that you have to depart no later than Tuesday or no later than Wednesday. This is Machlokas and the Mishnah Berurah brings down. Hagav on Kodem Shloshi Yom Shari, but at the beginning of the week, on Monday or Tuesday, or Sunday, Monday or Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday, Kodem Shloshi Yom Shari, that would be permitted. Even if the boat is being pulled by animals, so he's getting some sort of involvement with the work done by the animal, even though it's not even 10 tefachim high, in which case there's an issue about tchumen and so on. Nevertheless, if he started before 3 days, it would be motor. Even if the Yid is going to eventually have to be involved with some type of malacha, in that case it's going to be permitted because of pikuach nefesh. If the boat journey is a very short journey, to go from these two cities, it takes 1 day, the whole trip. You could even leave a morning on Erev Shabbos and get there before Shabbos. However, if the minhag hamakom is that they never took a trip by boat on Erev Shabbos at all, even a short trip, then you're not allowed to depart, even though it's only this short distance. Now this idea that we're not allowed to go on the trip less than 3 days, again, if it's not a tzarech mitzvah, the reason for this is einik Shabbos. Why? The first 3 days of a voyage, it's painful and confusing for a person to get used to being on the boat. And that's why we mutter for a davar mitzvah, because we'll say Haisik Mitzvah in a mitzvah, but otherwise he cannot go and be mevatel from the mitzvah of Einik Shabbos. This is only someone who's going to go on to the ocean. Therefore, if he's traveling in a river, there's no real pain or discomfort to go on a boat in a river. You can start a journey by riverboat even on Erev Shabbos, even if it's not for a tzarech mitzvah. This is only if we don't know that it is less than 10 tefachim high, the boat off of the ground. But if we know that from the bottom of the boat to the bottom of the river is pachas meser tefachim, is less than 10 tefachim, which means that he's not traveling higher than 10 tefachim, which is going to create a hazard possibly for the tchumen issue. But here he's traveling mamash within 10 tefachim on the ground, then aser latis chutz l'tchumen, would be aser for him to go on the boat, as providing the boat is going out of the tchum, mishum is a tchumen, and that's the problem of tchumen. If it's traveling outside of the 2,000 mil outside of the city. If this is a type of boat that the Yisrael will have to do malacha on Shabbos by being on the boat, also you cannot get on that boat within 3 days before Shabbos. Even if it's a flowing river, being a mile and it's higher than 10 tvachim, because here he's going to get involved with doing malacha on Shabbos, and that he would not be permitted to do. We don't have a problem though if the only malacha involved is the animals pulling the boat by the river. This is not the same thing as traveling in a wagon, which is also because of the animals. And the local post can discuss the reason for this, and also they do discuss many poskim about modern types of boats or cruises or things if they're owned by Jewish people or owned by Goyim, and what types of scenarios one could start these voyages or not. Heicha demotar haflik me'erev Shabbos. In a scenario when it is permitted to start traveling on Erev Shabbos, im nichnas basfina me'erev Shabbos, if he got on the boat on Erev Shabbos, v'konava shvisa, and he made a kinyan shvisa, which means that he stayed there until after dark on Friday night. So he was kind of shvisa on the boat. Even though the boat does not depart until it's Shabbos mutter, that would be permitted. As long as he stays on the boat the whole time. Otherwise, to go on the boat on Shabbos would be also that's a derabanan. But if he gets on the boat before Shabbos, stays on the boat, and he remains there, he can let the boat leave with him on and on Shabbos. This is in a case when it's a tzarech mitzvah. Some say it would be permitted even though he's already left the boat after dark on Shabbos. To come back onto the boat would be mutter. Once he was kind of shvisa, he can even go back there on Shabbos, and now he's going to start his journey. Some people they do like this: they make kiddush on the boat, and they eat their suda there. Some they go home, sleep in their house, they go back to the boat and begin the journey. This is the minhag in some places. One should not protest against it. There's over here discussion about the post and exactly how to do this and so on. More halachas about going on boats and other types of involvement with water and going out of the tchum and halachas relating to that. Someone's going in a caravan in the desert. Everyone knows that as part of this caravan journey, they're going to have to violate Shabbos. Because you can't just stay in the middle of the desert on Shabbos. So then, because there'll be a sakas nefashos. Then again, 3 days before Shabbos, it would be also to depart. Only permissible way to leave on a caravan is to leave on the Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. In which case he is already too far removed from Shabbos, so it doesn't look like he's going there to violate Shabbos, and when he'll have to, it'll be a pikuach nefesh situation. So now that he departed so early, if there's going to be a sakana at this point, Shabbos, now we'll have to violate Shabbos for pikuach nefesh motor. That'll be permitted. Vein kan chil won't be considered chil Shabbos. Eretz Yisrael. Someone who's traveling from Chutz La'aretz to Eretz Yisrael. The question here, the Mishnah points out, is it specifically to live in Eretz Yisrael, or is it that he's going even for a trip? Discussion of poskim. But he's going to Eretz Yisrael, so that's also considered a Dvar Mitzvah. If the only caravan comes to him on Erev Shabbos, given the Dvar Mitzvah, that's a Dvar Mitzvah, so you can go with that caravan. Again, opposed to Kimon Lishbis, he has to make a tonight that they should stop. Now in the middle of the desert, he won't stop. He can keep going with him. He's going out of the Tchum. Because this is also Pikuach Nefesh. If he goes into a city on Shabbos, he can walk through that whole city. Because once he got into that city, beheter, since he had to travel because of Pikuach Nefesh until he got to the city. So once he's in the city, he's like a member of that city, even though he arrived there on Shabbos, which usually he does not get the benefits of being a member of the city. But here, since he went there beheter because of the Pikuach Nefesh, then he'll be considered like a member of that city. He can walk throughout that whole city. Even if they dropped him off outside of the city, but now he wants to go in. Because he was permitted to go in this caravan for Dvar Mitzvah, then he's going to have the 2,000 amas from wherever he ended up. A number of discussions about details regarding this. If a person is going for business, or to greet a friend, it's all considered part of a Dvar Mitzvah, because he's going to raise money and to deal for the benefits, which is all a tzerech mitzvah. It's only considered Dvar Rishus if he's going for a trip. Valentine no good mixes mekames because mekames lahakel binyan afogas asfinis vanichas shortech shayamim. That's why the minhag became in many places to be making with these halachas ki chayshim akalit mitzvah because they consider everything as a mitzvah. And we can't protest against this since they have something to be samech and mismashur that one really should be machmir and follow the halachas as delineated in this siman.